Hello everyone, Scott Bell coming to you live from Oahu. It's September 8th, 2014. Thought we would do some sales training for the beach. I want to talk to you about sales sabotage. Now, sales sabotage can happen in a lot of ways, but it really does happen in the rapport process. So I want to talk to you about parallel stories. So a parallel story in the rapport process is going to be something similar to the other person. But I'm going to share with you why it's a bad thing here right now. Okay, so let's just say I get home tomorrow, September 9th. 2014, and I'm talking to somebody, hey, yeah, you know what, last week I was out in Hawaii, spent some time out there with the family, shot a bunch of training videos on the beach. The parallel story on the other person's part, the salesperson's part, which is going to create some damage here, would be like, oh yeah, I went to Hawaii too. So let me give you a visual example of why that would happen, okay? So my auditory story of me going to Hawaii is a trophy. It's a cool thing, you know, it's a trophy, and when I say, hey, I went to Hawaii, it's like me putting a trophy up on the shelf. Right? Look, there's my trophy. Look, I did something really cool. I did something really cool, right? Now the salesperson, what they're going to do is they're going to think because they're similar, that they're being similar, that they've done things that I've done, they're going to take their own trophy and they're going to put it up against mine, or sometimes right in front of it. Then they're going to go, oh, you know what? I was just there 3 months ago. It was awesome. You know, I did this. I went skydiving. I went scuba diving. I went on a helicopter ride. Now here's the thing. If your story is cooler than my story, your trophy's bigger. What does that do to me? Oh, it overshadows me because it's gonna go right in front. So here's your big giant trophy of a story, and then mine's like right here behind it. So the mistake is the parallel story process and giving that story to the point where it hurts. So instead, the right thing for you to do is ask questions and say, oh, you know what, where did you go? Was it fun? What would you recommend? Doesn't matter that you've already been there. It doesn't matter. See, the thing is your job is to get that person engaged, not to show them how cool and awesome you are, because, you know, salespeople do make that mistake. They're like, hey, look at me, I'm awesome. Hey, look at me, I'm awesome. Hey, look at me, I'm awesome. And by the way, you want to buy my stuff? The person's like, not today. So I got to ask you, are you making the problem parallel stories? Are you in the rapport process causing sales sabotage? Because that is sales sabotage. It doesn't do you any good to go through a whole entire process, sit with somebody for an hour, 2 hours, you know, get involved with something that's going to take a week, 2 weeks, a month, to get the sale made, only to screw up by doing this one little tiny thing. Parallel stories hurt you. Not a little bit, a lot. Because just think about, when's the last time you went somewhere and you're talking and you're like, yeah, you know, I did this, and somebody cuts you off. You're like, right? At least I don't like being cut off at all. People cut me off, like my blood boils. See, I'm getting frustrated just talking about it. So that's what happens in the process. You think that you're doing good and you think that you're doing something awesome, and it hurts you. Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, we could talk about the sales sabotage and parallel stories. Leave a comment, a question, a story. That would be fantastic. To the right or to the left, like right around in here, there's subscribe buttons. You can hit that also. And then, you know, there's the thumbs up sign, which means, hey, Scott, that was awesome and really cool. And then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google+, because I always forget that one. Scott Bell. Only Scott Bell, the Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.